Welcome back. Today, we've got some exciting updates for you, starting with the WWE Championship's newest challenger who's stepping up to the plate. Plus, we'll dive into the latest drama with the Bloodline, check in on Tiffany Stratton, and so much more. Let's kick things off with the hottest news surrounding the WWE title. Solo Sikoa shared an intriguing picture along with a thought on his Instagram story. Posting an old picture of himself embracing Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa wrote in the caption, "You lied to me." Solo is calling Roman a liar for not keeping his word and not passing the touchdown as he promised. The lie that Solo is referring to is left up to your imagination, for the time being at least. But it seems common sense that Solo is referring to the fact that Roman did tell Solo that he'll be the next tribal chief and how Roman will pass everything down to him. Additionally, Sikoa is a heel character. As a viewer, you are not expected to approve of him or agree with him, but you can understand his point of view. Solo moved to assume the role of tribal chief at that point, presumably thinking that Roman's tenure would end the moment he lost the WWE Championship. However, Roman still aspires to be the tribe leader even if he no longer has the title. Thus it seems that's what Solo is discussing. Solo undoubtedly believes that Roman crowned him the tribe heir to keep him in line, but in the end, Roman didn't intend to pass it on, so Solo will have to wait forever to find out what happens. I find that to be a really interesting aspect of the plot to follow. However, what do you think of the stories from today? Please post your comments below. Remember to subscribe for all notifications, and hit like if you found the content interesting. Following his refusal to grant Solo Sikoa's request for a rematch, Cody Rhodes disclosed that he selected Kevin Owens as his ideal opponent. At first, Kevin turned down Cody Rhodes' offer, claiming that he simply isn't deserving of the top spot as a contender at this time because to his current win-loss record and the fact that he hasn't done anything to merit it. Next, Cody, Nick Aldis, and Kevin Owens discussing this potential title battle backstage. Following Kevin Owens' persistent denials regarding the title match, Nick Aldis discussed how he will shortly meet with Roman Reigns to talk about Roman getting a title match. Kevin Owens went on a lengthy tirade about how Roman is the least worthy of a title match and why the person in the back deserves that match more. According to Nick Aldis, he didn't have to move to the back because the ideal opponent was standing there in front of him. In the end, Kevin Owens is persuaded to accept the championship match following such a mention of Roman in conversation. And we spoke about this when we discussed the Roman Reigns plot, but it does seem a little doubtful that Nick Aldis' account of meeting Roman Reigns to talk about a title was accurate. Or if he merely stated that to arouse Kevin Owens' fervor. It's not entirely obvious. However, it does seem quite reasonable that Roman would desire a rematch. However, Cody Rhodes will need to concentrate on the number for the time being. One candidate, Kevin Owens, whom he personally requested. There will be a lot of intriguing dynamics too, considering Kevin and Cody aren't really rivals. Continue their feud. Actually, it's just the opposite, they're good friends who have been supporting one another a lot in recent months, thus they must turn the clock forward to the present and try to defeat one another. Therefore, it will be intriguing to watch how they set up this babyface versus babyface contest. Cody's opponent's slate for the future appears to be similarly stacked. In a few weeks, he will need to surpass Kevin Owens, which he should be able to do. Furthermore, they have already hinted at a potential matchup with Roman Reigns. It's essentially official that Cody Rhodes will take on The Rock when the WWE title is at stake in the future. Additionally, fans anticipate another possible matchup to be held in Cody Rhodes vs. Randy Orton is scheduled for soon. Over the past 2 months, Randy has been ogling Cody's WWE title whenever he gets the chance. Thus, there were undoubtedly certain ideas and aspirations running through Randy's mind. It is evident that Randy switched to Raw in an attempt to win the World Heavyweight Championship title from Gunther. But after Randy finally loses to Gunther for the World Championship, does that imply that Randy will return to SmackDown and become somewhat of a gold digger? And then turn on Cody Rhodes in order to win the WWE Championship? It certainly appears to be a possibility. Additionally, Randy Orton ought to be a little bothered by Cody's choose to challenge Kevin Owens to a title fight before considering challenging Randy. So perhaps that will come up once more in the event that Randy does turn on Cody after all. But as you can see, Cody's current title reigns are still up for grabs with a ton of thrilling matchups. There are still matchups that could happen for him with Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, The Rock, and more. So they're just getting started when it comes to Cody's time as champion. The fact that Tiffany and Nia are very close friends explains why their combination has such strong chemistry. Nia even disclosed that she is in charge of submitting Tiffany Stratton's merchandising concepts to WWE. Nia claims that instead of offering ideas for her own character, she ends up pitching so many Tiffany goods ideas to the corporation because she just sees how marketable Tiffany is and has so many ideas based off Tiffany's character. During the SummerSlam press conference, Tiffany and Nia even discussed their friendship. They claimed that their close relationship had only recently begun when WWE traveled to Australia for the Elimination Chamber earlier this year. Knowing that this was Tiffany's first significant foreign show, Nia claimed she specifically asked to board the plane next to Tiffany in order to truly take care of her and ease her anxiety. They spent the entire time in Australia together because they ended up getting along so well. The Australian audience was, of course, going crazy for Tiffany that entire night, so that Elimination Chamber event would also live on forever in Tiffany's memory. Tiffany even recently stated that she still thinks about and will never forget that night at Elimination Chamber 2024. However, when Tiffany and Nia grew closer in real life, it was decided to feature them together on WWE TV, and that eventually resulted to the intriguing dynamic we're currently witnessing on SmackDown. Although Tiffany and Nia are close friends and business partners in the WWE, the main storyline here is that one of them clearly holds the women's title, while the other has the contract worth millions of dollars. Thus, if a cash-in attempt is made, this friendship and collaboration could end abruptly. Even if Nia Jax is knocked out by another opponent and Tiffany appears to be thinking of cashing in on Nia, that will undoubtedly lead to some serious problems between the Queen and Princess of the Ring. It doesn't even have to be a full cash-in. Regarding what's next for this team, the WWE has revealed that Nia Jax will celebrate her championship on August 16 th's SmackDown, with Tiffany Stratton in charge of organizing that. Thus, to reiterate, their friendship is doing great right now. Tiffany helped Nia win at SummerSlam. Nia gave Tiffany a new briefcase, and Tiffany is organizing this celebration. However, there should undoubtedly be cracks in the future. The recent back-and-forth banter between Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton has also been entertaining to fans. We'll see how it plays out since it's been fun to watch how those two characters play off one another. Additionally, since Chelsea has been a major pain in Tiffany's side lately, there's a chance that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven may ruin their celebration.